We're not trying to turn these girls into Olympic weightlifters or bodybuilders or powerlifters, but strong, functional basketball players. Coach Washington and I, we have a great relationship. She truly values physical development and all the things associated with it. Our conditioning is very specific to how we're gonna play. 2 sets of 15, let's get all that and we'll regroup. Okay, spread out, hit it. Plug your hearts in, please. We always warm up with some sort of dynamic flexibility and mobility work, especially for our players' shoulders and hips. A lot of first step quickness in basketball. So every workout, right after our warm up and mobility, we do something for our feet and hips. And then that'll progress into our heavier lifting days in the off season. If we're just doing an upper body day, we might condition beforehand. If we're doing a heavy lower body day in the off season, we might follow up with pushing sleds or something of that level where there's a conditioning element, but they're not moving necessarily that quickly. When we do lift heavy, we'll center our lifts on 4 or 5 main exercises. We'll do a lot of other exercises afterwards and in conjunction with that, but we really put a lot of stock in the squat and the deadlift for 2 of our lower body lifts.
I like doing squats, front squats, and I would say dumbbell cleans. My max squat was probably like 235. Oh, I guess I'm pretty strong.
Strength is very relative. So you need to look at each player's individual needs, their body, and where they are. All of your movement transfers through your core. So whether you're trying to move left to right laterally, whether you're trying to go forward, whether you're trying to jump, go vertical, your core is involved. So we put a lot of emphasis in our core. In the off season, we'll do vertical core, what we call it, twice a week. That means we're doing some kind of core training or core development on our feet. The other 2 days of the week in our training, we'll do more traditional core. Planks, crunches, movements on the physio ball, medicine ball work, things like that.
Our heavy lifting actually comes in the summer, so from like June to August when we're here for our 6-week summer session, we lift 4 days a week, we lift heavy, we hit like our max numbers and try to max out during that time. And now once we step into in-season, we only lift once or twice a week, and it's mainly just to maintain our strength.
The majority of all of our conditioning work in season occurs in practice. Coquese and I, since we've been working together, both feel strongly that we can save a lot of miles on our players' bodies by doubling our conditioning through our practice. We should be practicing the way we want to play, and once we get into full season, all of our conditioning takes place in practice, through drills, through different sets, through live scrimmages, things like that.
If we're not pushing ourselves, there will always be a consequence. So if we don't do something right or if we're not focused, he'll change a workout on us.
We want our girls physically strong, but we want them mentally strong too. So we don't ever want them to get too accustomed to the same old routine. It's not good for them mentally, it's not good for them physically. So we never do the same workout twice in a row. We're always changing it up, we're always creating variety. And when they do come in here or they come to workouts, we expect them to be focused and attentive just as if they were in a practice. We will use a foam or a plastic roller to roll out their muscle to help with recovery. We will stretch on a vibration platform to help increase blood flow. We will get our players massage therapy after games. We do yoga once a week in the off season and a little bit in the in season depending on how much time we have based on our schedule and travel. All of our players are trying to progress their strength. Again, it doesn't mean we're trying to turn them into power lifters, but we want them to get stronger as our training cycle progresses. They are a truly committed group that really wants to do something special.